Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you your weekly Friday pick a card. And as always, we have an interesting topic for you this week. At the time of recording this, as I started off with the process of not really knowing what the theme was, I'm not one of those people who plan. I'm not one of those people who knows this week what I'm doing next week or the week after. When it comes time to record the video, that's when I connect with Spirit, and that's when I say, right, what are we dealing with? What is on the cards for us this week? And whenever I prepare, whenever I do the work that needs to do to prepare the picker cards, the interaction that I have with Spirit is always such fun. It's always so interesting. And this week, that was no different to any of the others. Spirit was sort of reminding me of the conversations that I'd had with clients this week, reminding me of the kind of topics and the kind of problems and questions that have been coming up with the clients this week. And one of the common kind of themes, or the common kind of thread that came through quite a bit, was people trying so hard to achieve a certain something for themselves and finding that it's just not happening. And just this morning, I had a client say to me, "Oh, but you know what? I'm trying so hard to achieve a certain goal. I'm trying so hard to achieve a certain life for myself, but I always seem to just not get there. There's always seems to be something that comes in the way or gets in the way, and I have to choose a different direction, or I have to choose a different path." And this is exactly what Spirit was saying, is that we all know what we want to achieve. We all know what we want to work towards. We all know what's going to make us happy, but the steps to get there is where we fall short, or is, many things can happen. There's so many uncertainties. There's so many things that could go wrong. And that's generally where we sort of fall off the wagon, if I can put it that way. So I've done plenty picker cards in the past where, we've looked at how to manifest, and we've looked at, all of those kind of things. But this week, the theme is manifestation, but we're going to do things just a little bit differently. And I do hope that you enjoy it. So basically, I'm going to end up turning the camera around, so you're not going to see the face throughout the whole thing. We're going to turn it around to look at the table over there, just so that you can see the cards, because there's going to be quite a lot of cards. And instead of me trying to pick them up and show them to you the whole time, because they can get quite messy, I thought it might just be easier if we flip the camera around so that you can see the table, and then all the cards are laid out, and it paints a nice, pretty picture. And that's what we're looking at today. So, and in between all of that, halfway through the reading, there's going to be just an interesting little tidbit, a little interesting little something for each one of you. And it doesn't matter if you choose which bundle you choose. It doesn't matter which message you go for. That middle section is going to be the same for everybody. And but I think the overall message is just going to be so awesome. So basically, the theme this week is definitely manifestation. The theme this week is looking at, what are you wanting to achieve? What are you wanting to manifest for yourself? But we're looking at it from a slightly different perspective. And this week, what we're doing is we're saying, okay, forgetting about the plan, forgetting about the big goal, forgetting about what it is you want to work towards and what it is you want to achieve. Let's take a step back. What is the energy that you're giving off right now? Because the energy that you're giving off right now is going to develop into your manifestation. Okay. So when we're asking ourselves, why am I not manifesting whatever I need? Why am I not achieving my goals? Why aren't I having success in what I'm putting myself out there? Well, if the energy you're giving off is not in line or connected to the outcome you desire, you're never going to get there. If you're driving on the wrong freeway, you may eventually, ultimately, potentially get to where you want to be, but it's going to be a long road. And that's where we're at. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at, what is the energy that you're giving off? What is the energy that you're putting out into the universe, that you are manifesting? What is that? That is the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to look at the impact that that's having on your life. We're then going to get our manifestation back on track. We're then going to look at, all right, so what is it that you actually want to manifest for yourself? And then how to realign. How do we go from that freeway to that freeway? How do we get back on track? So very interesting. I have a whole bunch of questions. Normally when I do my Friday pick a card, normally we only have like, 3, 4, or 5 questions. Today there's a whole bunch more. So I do hope that you enjoy it. I want to say to every single one of you watching right now, don't watch this video rushed. Okay, today's pick a card needs your full attention, needs you to focus. I even want to suggest pen and paper. Let's get a cuppa or something. Let's get a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. glass of water, whatever it may be. Get yourself something, get pen and paper, and like really go through the process with me. And hopefully it'll help you to achieve the manifestation that you're looking for in your life. I really do hope so. And of course, all I ask in return is that you put the like button, give me a comment in the description below it, in the little comment section below, and possibly even share the video with a friend. Let somebody else have an opportunity to realign and to reconnect and to just get back on track within their own life. That's it. Let's just spread the word. Let's help everybody to be better versions of themselves, because that's what it's all about. That's what I'm all about. That's exactly why I do all of this every single day. I create content to help you be a better version of yourself, to be a better version of yourself that you deserve to be, so that you can live an authentic, truthful, happy, and successful life, because that's what it's all about. So let me stop waffling, because you're not going to waffle for a long time. And we're going to flip the camera around, as I say. We're going to give you a top-down viewpoint of the cards, and we're going to get straight into it. I will show you the bundles once I have flipped the camera around. I will show you the bundles and allow you to choose the bundle and get straight into the reading. So let me do that quickly, and I'll see you in a sec. All right, so as you can see, I have switched the camera around so that you can see the cards that are available for you today. And as you can see today, I have got bundle 1, bundle 2, and bundle 3. And the decks that I'm working with today is the family of the Everyday Witch Tarot. So this big card at the back over here is the Everyday Witch Oracle. Here we have the standard Everyday Witch Tarot, and I have the mini Everyday Witch Tarot as well. So we're going to be working with the 3. I love working with this family. I think they just give such awesome readings, and especially today with the theme and the concept and what we're working with today. We want the message to be clear. We want the message to be easily understood, easily recognizable, and just wonderful. So we're working with the Everyday Witch. So at this point, all I'm going to ask you to do is to close your eyes and to take a deep breath in. Exhale it out, and with the exhale, just let yourself relax. Get yourself into a calm space, get yourself into a centered space, and just allow yourself to be drawn to one of the 3 bundles. Are you attracted or drawn to bundle 1, bundle 2, or bundle 3? Which is the one that's going to give you the reading, the guidance, the message, and the inspiration that you need in your life today to help you identify what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that you want to manifest, and how to bring the 2 into alignment. And once you know which one it is that you're drawn to, once you know which one of the 3 it is that you want, you can use the timestamps in the description below to go straight to that particular bundle, so that you don't have to watch through all the messages. Of course, if you want to do that, you are more than welcome, because I'm sure there will be some kind of relevance for you in every single one of them. But let be drawn to one for now, and let that be your main message. Let that be the main reading that Spirit needs you to have right now, and let's get straight into it. So we're going to start off with bundle 1, and I look forward to seeing you there. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the reading, the message, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Welcome. So I hope you have watched the intro, because it just explained very nicely how it's going to work today, because things are a little bit different. So if you haven't watched the intro, please do go back and watch it before carrying on. But if you have come here to bundle 1, having consciously chosen this particular bundle for today's reading, then welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're looking at what are you manifesting today, and let's just, as I'm shuffling the cards, let's just set the intention, let's just get the energies right, let's call Spirit in, and we're asked, as we shuffle these cards today, we're asking Spirit to guide us, we're asking Spirit for a band of love, light, and protection around every single one of us. We're asking Spirit to make sure that the cards that we draw today be the cards that have the message, the reading, the guidance, and the inspiration that we need in our lives right now. We're asking that the message be honest. We're asking that the message be true. We're asking that the message be helpful. And so it is. Okay, so we've got quite a few cards that we need to draw today. And just to try and speed up the process, I'm going to draw them all out at once, and then we will turn the cards over and reveal the message. Okay, so I'm going to explain the questions and all of that in a second, but I'm just going to lay the cards out first so that that card went flying, so we just stick it back in. So we're going to lay all the cards out first. Let's cut the deck over there. Right, and we're going to just, I have got quite a lot of questions. We've got quite a lot to get through today, and I just want to lay the cards out first, and then we will explain the questions, explain the process, and explain how everything is going to work. But we've shuffled the cards and we're laying out 6 cards like so. I am going to, I have just here off camera, I'll show you over there, I have the mini cards which we'll be using very shortly as well, but I just want to leave them over there for now, and I'm going to now grab the oracle of this particular deck, of this particular family of decks as I like to call them, and let's just quickly, oopsie, sorry, the glare is terrible, I'm trying not to glare you too much, but let's just draw an oracle as well. I'm going to take that one right over there. Right, so we have some cards. So we are looking at manifesting, or what are we manifesting? That's really what we want to look at today. We want to look at what are you manifesting in your life right now, and is it what you want to be manifesting? Is it what you need to be manifesting? And let's just get alignment going. So the first question, as I explained in the intro, you know, often what we want to manifest, or what we're working on, and the energy we're currently giving off is sometimes misaligned. Okay, so what we want to do today is, the first card we're going to be looking at is, what is the energy that you are currently giving off? What is the energy that you're giving off that is contributing to what it is that you're manifesting? And we have the King of Cups. So that is actually a very interesting card. King of Cups is basically, it's about being in control of your emotions. It's about recognizing how emotions are number one, how emotions are the most important thing, and how, you know, we have to be in control of our emotions. I like how he's sitting square on his chair. In other words, he's facing us directly. He's got his feet firmly planted on the ground. We've got beautiful mermaids behind him. We've got a cat who is catching an abundance of fish right here in front of him. We've got dolphins at play. He also has his telescope in his hand, which means that he can see into the future. So with regards to what energy are you giving off right now, you are giving off the energy of trying to get into control of your emotions. You are recognizing how important solid, strong, confident emotions are, and that's the energy that you are giving off at the moment. That energy, you know, we're not saying it's good or bad, because at this stage it's neither good nor bad. It is just the energy that you are giving off. It is just the vibe that you are putting out there. So this is what the universe is seeing, and this is what the universe is responding to with regards to your manifestation, with regards to whatever it is that you are manifesting for yourself right now. So being King of Cups, what is this attracting into your life at the moment? So with regards to manifestation, what is this attracting? What manifestation? What is this manifesting for you? And here we have got Temperance. I love it. So she's doing a bit of a yoga pose, and she's trying to be so centered. She's trying to be so confident. You know, we've got, and I love this, behind her over here, we have got a martini glass, and we've got gorgeous cupcakes, and even the cat's managed to steal a cupcake. On this side, she's got her study books and her journal. She's got a glass of water with ice in it, and she's got a bunch of carrots. So we've got the naughty and we've got the good. And she's standing and she's trying to find her balance. She's trying to find her place. I actually want to show you. Let me see if I can bring it closer so that you can see what I'm talking about. So if you look at her face, can you see one eye open, one eye closed? So it's like, I don't want to look at the good stuff, okay? She's like, she doesn't want to face that. She's tempted. The temptation to go for the sweet stuff, the temptation to go for the cupcakes is really, really strong. And even the kitty cat has given into the temptation. And that's exactly what the Temperance is saying. It's saying, you know what you need to do, but there's this desire to go in a different direction. There's this desire. So this level-headedness, this trying to keep our emotions level, to try and get on top of our emotions and to not allow our emotions to run away with us. What is that attracting in your life? Well, it's attracting you trying so hard to stay on the straight and narrow, trying so hard to stay on the right path, on the right road, you know, trying so hard, but that temptation to move over to the sweet stuff is just so strong, and we really, really can't seem to shake it. We can't seem to move away from that. And over here is, so this is the energy that you're currently giving off and what the universe is responding to. This is what you're attracting, or sorry, this is what it's attracting. So the emotional control that you're giving off means that you are trying so hard to stay centered, to stay on the right road, and to stay confident in the right path and not be tempted by all the wrong stuff. And how this is impacting on your life, let's just have a look if I can pick the cards up. Here we have the Seven of Wands, and oh, I love it. So Seven of Wands is about being defensive. Seven of Wands says, you know what, you're sort of fighting everybody. You're sort of on edge the whole time. You're all of these people that are coming towards you, that are attacking you. You're ready to fight them off. You can see even the kitty cat has gone into fight mode. Even the kitty cat is now defending and fighting back and resisting. So we're trying, the energy you're giving off that the universe is responding to is you taking control of your emotions. Okay, what it's attracting, it's allowing you, or it's helping you, or guiding you, or giving you the opportunity to find your balance and to stay committed to the cause. But the impact that this is having on your life is because you're trying to be so emotionally in control, you are maybe a little bit too defensive, and you are maybe trying to fight back a little bit too much when it's not always necessary. So we're going to ignore these cards for now. I want to now pick up the mini cards, and especially because it's interesting, I understood that card there makes complete sense to me, even this one to a certain degree. But here, I want to see what is it that you are defensive about that maybe you shouldn't be defensive about. So that's what we're going to use the mini cards for. So the mini cards are a complete tarot deck, exactly the same images as these, but they're just physically smaller. And what I like about that is that I get to put a lot of cards on to get clarity, to get additional information as needed. So I do love my mini decks, especially when I have the bigger full version or full-sized version of it. But let's just, whoopsie. It's interesting, by the way, that was the devil card that jumped out, because the devil card is also about temptation. The devil card is also about, here we have this person, he's trying to tempt the kids with ice cream and with money. Sorry, let me just see if I can get it into focus. No, it's not going to focus on that card. But he's trying to tempt the kids. He's trying to persuade them to take something that maybe they shouldn't. There we go. No. Sorry, lost focus there for a second. But yeah, he jumped out, but I am just going to slot him straight back in. If he wants to come out, he can come out on purpose. But we are noticing the temptation that's come through there, which equals that card over there. All right, so oopsie, you can see with little cards, shuffling can be a bit of a challenge. But let's just shuffle and see what we get here. Okay, so I'm really asking questions around this defensiveness, because that, to me, like I said, I understand those two, but it's the defensiveness that I don't want to say concerned about, but maybe that's the one area where we need to have a little bit more freedom, or have a little bit more understanding. Okay, so I think I've shuffled the cards enough. Whoopsie, I'm trying to split the deck, but throwing it on the table instead. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to shift these around so that I can fit a couple of these cards in. So the first card that I've picked up here as a clarifier in understanding this is the Sun card. And the Sun card is about happiness. The Sun card is about joy and success and happiness and celebration and all of the good stuff in life. So even though you are being defensive, you're being defensive because you think everybody's trying to take your happiness away from you. You're fighting back and being defensive. So you're trying to get in control of your emotions, okay? This is the energy that you're giving off. This may not be what you want for yourself long term, but this is the energy that you're giving off at the moment. You're giving off the energy of trying to be in control of your emotions and to not let anything put you off or take you away from what you're focusing on. This is attracting you constantly having to find your balance and constantly having to find your center. And the impact that this is having on your life at the moment is the fact that you are maybe a little bit overly defensive, because you are worried and concerned that maybe people are trying to take your happiness away from you. The second card we have there is the Five of Cups, and this is leaving you feeling a little bit disappointed. This is leaving you feeling a little bit disappointed and almost, I'm going to use the word irritated. We don't want to be irritated. We don't want to be disappointed and irritated, but this is hard work, okay? When I look at these three cards here, this is hard work. This is constant maintenance, if I can put it that way. So never mind just dealing with the other aspects of life. Never mind dealing with just the normal day-to-day challenges of life. But this constant work that you have to put at to keep your balance, to keep your center, to stick with the good stuff and not be tempted by the bad stuff. And this defensiveness that you're currently experiencing, and constantly having to explain yourself, and constantly having to define yourself, and constantly having to be that person, because you are so afraid of losing your happiness and people taking your happiness away from you. But it just leaves you constantly disappointed. Okay, so when we look at this top row, I'm going to put these little mini cards aside for now. When we look at this top row, basically, without realizing it, okay, unconsciously, subconsciously, this is what you are manifesting in your life at the moment. Is this really what you want for yourself? So this is the part of where, this is where we're at now in our reading. This is the actual energy, the actual situation that you're facing right now. This is the actual energy of what you're putting out into the universe. Now you get to ask yourself, is this truly what you want? Is this actually the reality that you truly want to manifest for yourself? And I'm sure, and I am very sure that the answer to that question is probably no. All right. Yes, we may want to be in control of our emotions, but we don't want to be so rigid and so in control that we are struggling to find our center, struggling to find our balance or to keep our balance, okay? And constantly having to fight and struggle between the healthy choices and the not so healthy choices in life. We also don't want to be so defensive that we're constantly having to fight, that we're constantly having to almost attack back, okay? And this fear of losing our happiness, losing who we are, losing the success and all of those kind of things, and this constant disappointment. This is not really what we want for ourselves. So there are aspects of the King of Cups that's probably a really good thing to be putting out energetically, but when it's in such excess, it creates this uncertainty and it creates this chaos. So right here and right now, I think you need to, if you want to pause the video, if you want to take a minute, sit with your pen and paper that you may have in front of you now and just ask yourself, what is it actually that you want to manifest right now instead of this energy that you are putting out? Okay, so I need you to have an idea in your mind of what it is that you actually want to manifest in your life right now. Are you wanting to manifest happiness? Are you wanting to manifest a new job, a new financial situation? Are you wanting to manifest happy health, better health? What is it that you're actually wanting to manifest for yourself right now? Have an idea and write it down on that piece of paper. Write it down in present tense. Write it down. I need, I know, I want, I am, whatever it is that you want to manifest for yourself, write it down. And as I said, if you want to pause the video now, spend a bit of time actually working through that manifest list. You can have more than one thing on the list. That's absolutely fine. But I want us to change our energy and to change our focus from this into something a little bit more just a little bit more in line with what you want for yourself. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, so we understand this, we understand what you want to manifest. How do we get it? How do we move from there, from this, to whatever it is that you want to manifest for yourself? And that's what these cards are going to give us. But before we do that, okay, so you've got something written down on a piece of paper, you know exactly what it is that you do want to manifest for yourself. I just want to have a look at this oracle card, and I want to see what the Everyday Witch Oracle wants to add to your manifestation list. So let's turn it over and have a look. I love it. It's just so awesome. So here we have our lady standing and she's very confident. You can see that the winds are blowing. She's got two cats with her. The one is quite protective over the other. It's almost like the one cat standing up with the other one between its legs. It's almost like it's protecting these big solid rocks. They also have an element of protection, don't they? Protection from the elements, protection from the wind, protection from everything that's going on around her. And the keywords at the bottom here, which you may not be able to see very clearly on screen, is strength and resilience. Strength and resilience. So we have to understand, based on this as well, and whatever it is that you've written down on your manifestation list, strength and resistance is such a big part of who you are. And in order for you, you know, being so defensive and being so quick to defend yourself and to fight for what you believe in and to fight for what's right for you, you know, that shows that you do have strength and resilience. And we want to keep that. We don't want to lose that. We don't want to put that away. So add that to your manifestation list, that you want to remain, because you are already there. You already have this inner strength and you are already so resilient. You may not be feeling it, especially with all this disappointment, this continuous disappointment that you've experienced. But this resilience is absolutely a huge part of who you are. Now we want to look at these three cards, and these three cards are going to say to you, how do we realign our current energy output with what it is that we want to manifest, how to remain aligned, okay, and how it will play out. So if you follow this advice, if you follow this path, how will it play out for you? And if we need to add some more cards, we've certainly got some space to do that. So This is the energy that you are currently manifesting or putting out that the universe is responding to. And this is how to realign with what you want to actually manifest for yourself. And here we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, 10 of Wands is, you know, again, it's difficult to see on screen because there is so much going on, but if you can, he's walking uphill. Okay, it's a very steep mountain that he is walking up. You can see that it's steep, it's hard. He is carrying 10 brooms, and his cat has got so exhausted, and his cat is saying, carry me, carry me, carry me. It's been a long, hard, and difficult road, okay? And this is Spirit saying to you, you are currently trying to be so in control of your emotions. The energy that you're giving off is all about emotional strength and resilience, and about, not wanting to show any weakness, not wanting to be anything different. But actually what you're wanting to manifest is completely different from that. This is Spirit's confirmation that whatever you've written down on your list, whatever you've thought about, whatever it is that you actually want to manifest for yourself, is very different from that. And Spirit is saying to you, it's not going to be easy. We're not going to lie to you. We're not going to pretend that it's all, it's all happiness and sunshine. Because the truth of the matter is it's going to be hard work. And in order for you to realign yourself, because remember, that's what this card is saying, how to realign what the energy you're currently putting out with the energy that you actually want to manifest for yourself. This is Spirit saying to you, it's not going to be easy. This is Spirit saying to you, it's going to be a long, hard, difficult road. But with putting one foot in front of the other and focusing on only that, you will succeed and you will achieve. But it's going to require a lot of effort on your part. This is how to realign. It's about recognizing that it's not going to happen overnight. It's about recognizing that to go from there to wherever it is that or whatever it is that you've manifested for yourself, it's going to require resilience, strength and resilience. It's going to require courage, and it's going to require determination. How do we remain aligned? So this is what we need to be aware of. Once we've aligned ourselves, once we're on track, how do we stay on track? And that's this card over here. So I love this. This is Nine of Pentacles, which is almost, for want of a better phrase, a complete opposite to the Ten of Wands that we had over here. Because the Nine of Pentacles is the card of opulence. It's the card of just having your desires, having everything that you wish for. So here she's sitting in a very comfortable chair. She's got everything. She's got wine, and she's got snacks, and she's got a book, and she's got a tree, an abundant tree around her. She is surrounded by beauty and happiness, and everything is actually quite fabulous in her life. How do we remain aligned? Well, by recognizing and constantly reminding yourself that you deserve this. The hard work will pay off. The hard work will pay off. And you deserve to have a happy life, an easy life, a simple life, an uncomplicated life. And I'm sure this card is actually probably pretty close to whatever you've written down that you want to manifest for yourself. It's very different from that. This is what we're letting go of. This is what we're recognizing doesn't suit us. We understand that this is what we have to do to get realigned, to get back on track. And once we are on track, this is what you need to be mindful of, to remain on track and to keep telling yourself, you deserve this, you deserve this, you deserve this. And if you do, if you push through the tough times and keep reminding yourself that you deserve this, this is how it's going to play out in your life. This is how, whatever it is that you want to manifest, this is how it's going to play out. Let's see what we get. Oh, I love that. We get the High Priestess card. High Priestess is such a beautiful card. First of all, she's got tarot, and of course, if she likes tarot, she's my person. I love her. She's got a magic a crystal ball. I love all the books behind her. I don't know if it comes through on the camera, but there's so many books behind her, and every single book contains knowledge, contains inspiration. She's also got a set of runes with her, so she's all about divination. She's all about digging deep. But she also recognizes that she has the answers within her. She also recognizes this is the card of intuition, and it's the card of self. Okay, self-understanding, self-reliance, self-acceptance, all of those things, recognizing that she has all the knowledge, the inspiration, and the guidance that she needs within her heart and soul, and she doesn't actually need to rely on anybody. So we understand that you're so in control of your emotions right now. You're trying so hard to not show weakness, to not be an emotional person. You're trying to remain emotionally steady, if I can use that phrase, okay? But what that is bringing into your life is this. It's hard, it's constant. You're constantly struggling between what's right and wrong. You're constantly on the fence, or finding your imbalance, if I can call it that, between what you want to do versus what you need to be doing. And it's so difficult. Okay, this has created a situation where you are quite defensive. This has created a situation where you are very quick to defend and very quick to fight back, and you're worried that people are going to take your happiness away, or that you're not going to be happy. But it's this constant disappointment, and it's this constant hurt and pain that is just too much for you. But that is currently your current energy that you're giving out. In order to change, in order to redirect our focus, in order to redirect our manifestation, we need to remain strong and resilient. Okay, we know that, but we also need to recognize that it's not going to happen overnight. I want to draw some cards on that card, so I'm going to push these aside to make some space here, because obviously we understand this. We understand 10 of Wands. We understand it's going to be hard work. But let's just see what our Spirit want to give on how to realign yourself. So we understand it's hard. We get that. But what else can Spirit say? What other advice can Spirit offer you on how to get yourself realigned? Oopsie, what is the difficulty? What is the difficulty that we need to overcome in order to get ourselves on track with what it is that you actually want to manifest for yourself? So let's just see what we get coming up here. Oops, I am, you know me, guys, I'm a terrible, terrible shuffler. Right, I'm just going to give it one more shuffle. Let's just clean them up and start again. One more shuffle, and hopefully we get the cards that we need. All right, let's cut the deck over there. This time I didn't destroy it. So the first thing, over and above that, what does Spirit want to add on how to realign yourself? We've got the Hierophant, the card of the Hierophant. And the card of the Hierophant is recognizing that you are a leader, recognizing that you are significant. But the Hierophant here, you can see they're in a meditation class. They're sitting and meditating, which means that they are being still. That card also talks a lot to this card, where she is sitting in her chair, I want to say lounging, lazing, enjoying the moment, but being content in the moment. And that's what meditation will lead you. I'm going to take another card there as well, and we get the Emperor. And the Emperor is about control, emotional control. You know, the Emperor, he's about structure, he's about rules, he's about discipline, he's about all of those things. What he's not is emotional. Okay, the Emperor, he is, I'm going to call him the opposite of our King of Cups. King of Cups is about trying to be in control of your emotions and recognizing that we are an emotional being, but trying to control that. And the Emperor says, you know what, let's just get down to structure, let's get down to rules, let's get down to basics, and let's follow the rules. Let's not allow ourselves to get deviated from that. And if we can do that, we will enjoy success. And so we understand this long, hard, difficult road. This is Spirit saying to you, we need to spend some time going within ourselves. We need to spend time introspectively, meditation, contemplation, and just asking ourselves, where do we want to be? What is it that we want to manifest? And then create the rules, create the structure, create the plans, and stick to it. Don't deviate from that. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that makes total sense. You know, and I hope you understand the message that came through with those cards, so that you can fully embrace this that's coming through for you. But honestly, for each one of you who chose this particular bundle, there's so much truth in this message. And I really hope that you take the advice that I've given in that. Take your time through this reading today. Sit, contemplate, write it out. Think about what it is you want to manifest. Think about what it is that's truly important for you, and let that be your driving force. Let that be your driving force to take you from that actually to this that we have. You are stronger than you realize, and you've got this, and you've got this. So friends, thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you. Thank you so much for allowing me into your space and into your life. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we connect again. Take care. Hello friends, welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message, the reading, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. So I do hope you watched the intro, and if you haven't, if you've arrived here out of automatic because you always choose bundle 2, I'm going to ask you to go back. I'm going to ask you to rewind and go back to the intro, because there's some important information there that you need in order to fully get from today's reading whatever it is that you need to. So please go back, watch the intro, and if you're still drawn to bundle 2, by all means come back here. But otherwise, let's get on with the reading. So as I shuffle these cards, we're asking Spirit to draw near. We're asking Spirit to put a band of love, light, and protection around every single one of us. We're asking Spirit to help that the cards that we draw today be the cards that we need to hear, that with the message of the clear message of guidance and understanding, exactly what it is that we need in our lives right now. And so it is. And so it is. So friends, a bit of a different one today. And yeah, some interesting things that are going to come through. I'm going to be working with 3 decks, all from this family of the Everyday Witch Tarot, which of course you would have seen on the intro. I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'm going to lay out all the cards first, just to make it a little bit easier through the process of the readings. And yeah, let's see what comes up for you. So we are shuffling, and I've been shuffling for such a long time already, and I'm sure the cards are where they need to be, and we're going to cut the deck over there. So as I said, I'm going to lay the cards out first, and let's lay the cards out like so, and then I will explain the questions and explain the reading and how everything is going to manifest today. Right, only those 6 from that deck. I'm going to put them aside. I do have, let me just clean up and tidy up. You know, we've got to have everything clean, neat, and tidy. Just off camera over here, I do have the mini version of this deck, which I will be using just now as well. I'll leave it over there. And also, before we start turning over cards, I have the Oracle deck from the same family, and I just want to draw a single card from the Oracle that we're going to be working with as well. Sorry, I know the glare is terrible. I try and shuffle without putting glare on you, but I don't always get it right. Okay, we're just going to draw 1 card from here, and I want that one over there. And I'm going to leave that card there. Right, so all the cards are out of the way. We will draw those throughout the reading, but for now, let's leave these the way that they are. So friends, today's theme, today's message, today's reading is all about manifestation, but it's not about, you know, I've done so many readings before on my channel where I've helped you determine what it is that you need to manifest. We've worked towards what you need to manifest. Today's reading is really quite different because a lot of, well, as I explained in the intro, I've had a lot of people say, oh, why don't things work out for me? Why am I not achieving the things that I want? Because the energy that you're giving off currently, this is what the universe is responding to. So when it comes to what do you manifest, when it comes to what are you attracting, what do you draw to yourself, the energy that you're giving off may be very different to what it is you want to manifest. And this is what the universe is responding to. So that is the first card we're going to have a look at, is what are you currently giving off that the universe is responding to? Well, let's get straight into it. Oh, I like that. The 2 of Cups. Okay. So each one of you who chose this particular reading, who chose this particular bundle, it is clear that you are currently giving off the energy of partnership. So in this particular card, it is a romantic situation. I love, we even have the kitty cats down the bottom here, and the black kitty cat over here is offering a fish to the other kitty cat. It's like, oh, here, have a fish. They are celebrating and acknowledging the union and the coming together. So 2 of Cups is the card of partnership. We don't always specify romance, but very much could be. It's about wanting to connect with another, and that is the energy that you're giving off. Please don't misunderstand. What if you're currently in a very happy and stable and committed relationship? Don't think that this is saying that you want another relationship, because that's not what it's saying. Partnership. It's saying that the energy that you're putting off is that I can't do it on my own. I need to do it with somebody else. So if you're in business, you may be feeling like it's a little bit too much and I'm not coping and I'm not good enough and I need a partner and I need somebody to help me. If you are single, this is definitely saying that the energy that you're putting out there is, I want to share my life with somebody. I want to have somebody as an equal, as a partner, somebody who can connect with me, help me, and guide me on my journey. And that's the energy that you're giving off. Now, you have to ask yourself, is that actually what you're wanting to manifest for yourself right now? You may be wanting to manifest health, wealth, something completely different, but this is the energy that you're giving off, saying the energy that you're giving off is saying to you that you want to connect with other people. You want to share duties, responsibilities, successes, and failures with somebody else, whether it be romantically or business or any other aspect of your life. That is the energy that the universe is responding to right now. Okay, this energy, what is it attracting into your life at the moment? How is it playing out? What is it attracting in your life right now? And here we have the death card. Okay, death card, please, it does not mean death. Nobody is dying. Nothing is, nobody is walking out of your life or dying. Okay, the death card talks about change though. And again, I know it's difficult to see on camera because there's so many things and the cards are far away, but this character stands. We've got a closed door, we've got an open door. You can see there's a bit of light shining out from that doorway. There is a rope across here, and he has obviously a really sharp sword in front of him. He's about to, I mean, this rope is literally on its last tether, literally on its last tether. And all he has to do is just touch it ever so slightly, and boom, it's going to shatter. When that rope breaks, when that rope snaps, who knows which of those doors may open or close, or how it changes the current reality. But one thing is for certain, change is happening, and that's exactly what the death card is all about. The death card is about radical change taking place. So this situation, this is the energy that you're giving off consciously or unconsciously, okay, without even realizing it. This is the energy that you're giving off, and this is the energy that the universe is responding to. So you might find yourself constantly being in a state of change, because this is what it's attracting. It's attracting this major change in your life. You may be wondering, why do my friends, why do my friends not stay constant in my life? Why am I constantly looking for new friends? Why am I constantly, looking for a new social circle? Because that's the energy you're giving out, and it's manifesting. It's attracting a lot of change in your life. So you may find that there's just a constant flow of new people coming into your space. That may or may not be what you're wanting to attract, but I'm going to guess that it's not what you're wanting to attract, that this energy is not what you're actually wanting to manifest for yourself right now. Okay, so that is the energy that you're giving off out to the universe. This is what it's attracting, or what it's bringing into your life, and this is how it's going to impact bigger picture, long term, how this energy is going to manifest or impact on your life. And there we get the King of Pentacles. First of all, King of Pentacles, he's abundant. Okay, that's a beautiful word to use with him. He's sitting in his gorgeous chair. He's got his loyal companion. He's got his dog with him. He's also got the cow, which is a strong symbol of success, of prosperity, of abundance, of everything else. He also has this beautiful, massive chocolate cake. So, and he's got a huge glass of wine as well. So he has everything his heart desires. But one thing he doesn't have is a companion. Okay, in this particular image, in this particular situation, so he's got loyal love, he's got all of that, but and it's interesting, I've had this deck for years and years, and I've never noticed before, but there's this ivy, there's this plant, creeper, that's growing, and it's even up on his legs already. So it's almost like he's bound, it's almost like he's chained, it's almost like he's being held captive by his obsessions. Okay, so this energy that you're giving off could lead you to having all of the stuff. I mean, we even got grapes and everything, having all of the stuff, but having nobody to celebrate it with. So the energy you're putting out to the universe at the moment is partnership, connecting with others. It's attracting change and new flow of people the whole time, because you don't know what it is you're actually looking for. And this is going to bring you where you may have a lot of stuff, but you're not going to have anyone to share it with. You're going to be completely on your own. All right. So now, before we look at these cards across the bottom, I just want to make some space. And I'm making a gap here because I'm not going to pick up these cards. So I just want to bring that one further down. And I want to pick up these cards, and we're going to put some cards in the middle here. When I do this particular reading, I look at these three and I say, well, which is the one that I'm going to call it least comfortable with? Okay, which one do I feel like, which of these three cards do I feel like it needs a little bit more clarity, needs a little bit more information? And in this case, it's going to be this death card, this constant change that's coming through. So we're going to ask, gosh, Rene can't shuffle, you know that, and she can't pick up cards either. We're now going to ask Spirit for clarity, for confirmation, for a little bit of information around this change, around this constant flow of energy and flow of partnerships that keep coming in and out of your life. And why does it keep changing? Why does it keep, why do we always have to have the change? Why do, oh gosh, can I be so bad at shuffling? I ask you. Smallest cards, so I can't complain. It's the size of the cards. It's literally just me. All right, let's shuffle. Oh my word, and more cards are falling on the table. I'm terrible, people. I'm terrible. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay, right. So we're asking Spirit now just to explain this change, just to explain the Death card, just to explain the transformation that the Death card brings with regards to these partnerships that you are putting out to the universe. So the universe is responding to your energy, and your energy of wanting new partnerships, your energy of wanting to manifest new people in your life. And this constantly is shifting and changing. And we understand where it's gonna lead you to, but we want to know now, why does it have to keep shifting and changing? Why can't we just, pick a kind of person or pick a group of people and be happy with that? Why does it need to shift and change the whole time? Good. Cards are shuffled, cutting the deck over there. The first card we have is the Three of Cups. I love that. So Three of Cups is the card of celebration. Three of Cups is the card of joy. It's the card of acknowledgement. It's the card of sharing with friends, okay? So it's almost bringing back into it this partnership card. And the reason why it's changing is because you're not feeling the joy. The people that come into your space, the people that you are connecting with, the people that you are partnering with, they're not, the joy is short-lived. The celebration is short-lived. You're not feeling it. It's like it happens for a minute and then oopsie, and then it's gone again. And that's why you're constantly looking for more. Oh wow, we have the Emperor. The Emperor, he's an amazing character, because he's all about structure. He's all about rules. He's all about discipline. He's all about having a plan and sticking with it. He doesn't deviate from his plan at any time. Okay, he's very rigid, if I can use that word. One thing the Emperor is not is emotional. So he's very structured. He's very systematic. He's very logical. He's all of those kind of things. Yeah, he has his map on the floor, his plan of action, and he's going to stick with that. He doesn't allow himself to get emotionally invested. And everything that we have here is all about being emotionally invested. This is greed, okay? In this particular instance, when I read this, King of Pentacles, I wouldn't normally read it as greed, but today, based on what we have here, I'm reading it as greed. Okay, I'm going to draw one more just because I feel like I need to. Oh, wow. I said earlier on how he was single. I said earlier on how he didn't have a partner, and here I get his partner. Here I get the Queen of Pentacles. Let's just see if I can show you. I can get the camera to focus on our Queen of Pentacles. There we go. So if you look at her, she is very comfortable. She also has the grapes. She's got a huge, big money trough. She's got fruit and everything. She's got an abundance of black kitties. She's quite happy and she's quite confident. She's living her, sorry, I see it's not in focus. She's living her best life. But you know what? She's cold. I have to say that. She's cold. She's not an emotional being, and she doesn't have emotion, okay? But this is the energy. Let's just look at this from it. Just look at all of these cards together. So the energy that you're giving off, that the universe is responding to right now, what is it that you're manifesting? Whether it's conscious or subconscious, we don't know, okay? But you are the energy you're putting out there is about wanting to partner, to connect, and to share your life with somebody else. What it's attracting, what this energy is attracting into your life, is a constant change, a flow of change, a cycle of change, a never-ending change. This change that's coming through is because all you want is to be happy. All you want is to celebrate life with your friends, celebrate life with people that matter to you. But there's no structure, there's no rules, there's no method, there's no process here. And our focus is on the wrong kind of people, because now I want to put these two together. I actually want to put those two together because I feel like actually they need to go together. So remember, when we came to this card here, this was how these two were going to impact on your life. And it was saying that you would have everything your heart desired, but one thing you wouldn't have was a connection or a relationship or somebody significant to share in all of that. You would still be alone. And I think now we're obviously going to change this energy, all right, when we get to these cards at the bottom, but this is just the current energy that you are giving out, that the universe is responding to. All right. So friends, at this point, before we look at these other cards that I have down the bottom here, when you watch the intro, I said to you to maybe have pen and paper on hand. And this is when I want you to take that pen and paper up. This is when maybe you need to pause this video and just spend a bit of time contemplating and thinking about what it is that you actually want to manifest for yourself. Is this what you want to manifest for yourself? And is this the way that you want to manifest it? Is this how you want it to play out in your life? And I'm almost guaranteed, I'm almost sure that the answer to that question is no. So we now need to think about what is it that you actually do want to manifest for yourself? What is it that, do you want to manifest finances? Do you want to manifest a love relationship, a new job, a better health situation? Do you want to be fitter? Do you want to have a new home, a new car? Like literally, let's explore all of those options. And I want you to sit with your pen and paper. If you need to pause this video and come back to it, by all means do that. But right here and right now on your piece of paper, I need you to write down at least one thing or as many things as you like on what it is that you want to manifest for yourself in your life right now. What is so important? What is the thing? What is at least one thing that you want to manifest for yourself? So as I say, pause the video, take your time, no pressure, no rush. Think about it and ask yourself, what, don't let this persuade you, don't let this influence you in any way. Okay, you need to ask yourself, what is it that you truly want to manifest for yourself right here and right now, and write it on your piece of paper. Okay. Right, so you've got a couple of things on your sheet, you've got a couple of things on your piece of paper, and now what we're going to do, so this is the Oracle deck, or the Oracle, from this Everyday Witch Tarot. This is the Oracle card, and this is just an extra confirmation from Spirit as to what you need to add to your manifestation list. So you've already written something down. You've got at least one thing written down in your piece of paper as to what you want to manifest. Let's just see what Spirit wants to add to that. Oh, wow. It says give love. And look, we've even got kitties sharing a bowl of milk. We've got two people connecting and sharing, and even the moon is smiling down on them. So this is what Spirit is saying. This is almost Spirit saying that some of this may be true. Some of this may actually have some relevance for you, but it's not receiving love. This is saying to you to give love. It's about recognizing the connections that you give and how you connect with others. And I think that's exactly why this is the energy that you're giving out, because you're just giving and giving and giving. But maybe you're giving to all the wrong people for all the wrong reasons. And that's our underlying cause here, is the reasoning and the rationale behind what you're giving. So please add giving love, and I want to add to that give and receiving love to whatever it is that you have on your manifestation list. All right, now we're going to look at these three cards. Obviously, it's practically impossible for me to do a video where I know what everybody wants to manifest. So you've got that written down. You're going to focus on that. What we're going to do with these three cards is we're going to look at, this is the energy you're currently giving out to the universe. This is the energy that the universe is currently responding to. You now know what it is you actually want to manifest. We're now going to look at how to, this is the card that's going to tell you how to realign yourself from that energy to the energy that you need in order to manifest what you've written down. Okay, so this card is how to realign yourself. This card is going to tell you how to remain aligned, and this is going to tell you how it all going to play out in your life. So it's going to be quite interesting to see. So how to realign yourself. What do we do to move ourselves from that energy to the energy of what you've written down that you want to manifest? And here we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is such a beautiful card, because here you are, and I'm saying that this lady in the red dress, this represents you in this particular instance. You've come back into town. Everybody's come out to celebrate and acknowledge you. And you've been given a bunch of flowers. You've been given acknowledgement for yourself, for who you are. And now you are giving to others. You are sharing your abundance with other people. You are giving of yourself. But the most important thing about this card is the fact that people are acknowledging you. People are celebrating you. So remember, this is saying how to realign yourself from what you're giving out to what it is that you currently want to manifest for yourself, what you've written down in your book. And the Six of Wands here is basically saying to you is that you need to listen to what people are saying to you about you. Let people acknowledge you. Let people boost you. Let people tell you how fabulous you are. Let people compliment you. Accept the compliments. Accept them well, accept them easily, accept them confidently. And anything that you have extra, do share with those less fortunate and those who need. It goes back to this giving love card over here. Okay, so this is how to realign yourself. Instead of waiting and hoping for it to come to you, this is Spirit saying, let people boost you, let people acknowledge you, let people celebrate you, let people give you compliments, tell you how fabulous you are. Accept it openly without judgment, without kind of feeling embarrassed or anything like that. Let people celebrate and tell you how fabulous you are. But at the same time, anything that you have extra, anything that you have, you'll always find the time for those less fortunate than yourself. So that is how to realign yourself with the energy you're currently giving out and what you're actually wanting to manifest. It's about recognition, and it's about allowing people to see you and to recognize you. I like that. Over here is how to, once we are aligned with our current, what we want to currently manifest, how do we remain aligned? And we have the high priestess. I love it. So high priestess, she has got all this knowledge behind her. She is practicing divination. She's my kind of girl. But the high priestess is about believing and trusting in self, recognizing that you have the knowledge, you have the inspiration, that you have the know-how that you need in your life. You don't need to rely on anybody else. It's about trusting and believing in yourself. It's about recognizing that you are enough. It's about recognizing that you are sufficient. Okay, so how do you, once we're aligned, and I know this brings ego into it, and I know we don't want to be an egotistical person. We don't want to be the kind of person that says, look at me, give me compliments. We don't want to be that person, because we don't want this to happen. We don't want to become this situation, so we're staying away from, but it needs to happen. Okay, so you need to allow people to acknowledge you. You need to allow people to see you for who you are. But always, while that's happening, you need to remain true to you, true to who you are. And if you can do that, you will achieve your manifestation. You will achieve whatever it is that you want to manifest for yourself. If you're able to do this, how will it play out in your life? Will you achieve whatever it is that you have manifested or want to manifest for yourself? Oh, absolutely. We have card 19, which is the sun. The meaning of the sun card is happiness, joy, success, abundance, celebration. If you can think of a positive word, that's this card. So here we have ladies, and it's three generations, or three aspects or three versions of the same person: younger, middle-aged, older life, kitten, middle-aged kitty, and older kitty. So it's recognizing the cycle of life. It's recognizing the abundance that's there for you. It's all about this giving love. It's all about the giving and the sharing. It's all about the reconnecting. So I absolutely love that. Right, so I'm going to move these two cards over, and I'm making a bit of a gap over here, and I'm going to pick up my minis again. And because when I look at these three, I think the one card that we may be struggling with is this one, because this, there's so many ego issues that sort of creep in there. We don't want to have ego issues. Already we can't shuffle. Oh my word, I am so bad. I need to go to shuffle school. Hold on, let's get this going again. Okay, so with regards to the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is the card of acknowledgement, about letting people acknowledge you, letting people see you, letting people compliment you. And I know that's part of the problem, is that we don't have ego, we don't have those kind of issues. So let's just shuffle and say to Spirit, how do we overcome that? How do we allow people to acknowledge us without it getting to our heads, without us losing sight of what it is that we want to manifest? Okay, cutting the deck. And the first card that we get is the Seven of Pentacles. I do love that. I think that's so appropriate. Seven of Pentacles is the card of perseverance. Okay, Seven of Pentacles is the card that says, you know what, you planted the seeds, you've nurtured the plant. We're now at a point where it's starting to produce fruit for us. But it's about waiting. It's about having the patience and the perseverance to allow things to come to term. And this is exactly what it is. So recognize that this is part of the process. This is this recognition that you have to go through. Okay, you need to let people see you for who you are. You need to let people see all the good that you do, all the good that you are, and you need to recognize that that is all part of the process. And once you've persevered through that, and once you get to that point where you can start harvesting your outcomes and your fruit, oh, we've got the Five of Cups. It means that we're not going to be so focused on the spilt. We're not going to be so focused on the things that have gone wrong, because that's what we're doing at the moment. When we look at these cards here, we're focusing on all the mistakes. We're focusing on all the things that have gone wrong. That's the energy that we're putting out there. But when we suddenly start going more inward, and we start looking at ourselves and looking at our own possibilities and our own person of who we are, we're then not going to be so focused on what's wrong, but we're going to be so focused on all that is still there for us. So if I bring this card closer, if I can get the camera to focus on it, she's crying over the spilt bottles here instead of recognizing all the spilt goblets that she's got over there. But what she needs to see is that there's still a full basket there, there's still a full bottle there. There's so much going on there. So don't focus on the one thing that's gone wrong or the two things that have gone wrong, but focus on the abundance that is actually there for you. And I think that's the message that's coming through quite strongly for you. So friends, whatever it is that you want to manifest for yourself, we need to change our focus. We need to change the energy that we're giving out to the universe. We need to change what the universe is seeing and responding to, and we need to turn it to be more focused about you, more focused on who you are and what you do while you are always giving love, because it's going to happen for you. You, whatever it is, and it doesn't matter how ridiculous whatever it is that you've written down on your list. So if you've written something quite corny, if you've written down something quite almost, I'm going to use the word ridiculous on your manifestation list, just understand that if you focus on who you are, what it is that you give, what it is that you're capable of, what it is that you give out to the world, and if you recognize that, perseverance and persistence will pay off, don't focus on the one or two things that go wrong. Focus on the bigger picture. Focus on the table that's there and all that's on the table. Trust and believe in yourself and know that you are the only person that you can rely on. Success, happiness, and joy is going to be yours. I love it. So friends, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, I do hope that you enjoyed your reading. I do hope that this helps you get realigned with whatever it is that you need or want to manifest in your life. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this for you. Sending so much love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the reading, the message, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Welcome. If you arrived here on an automatic way, in other words, if you're the kind of person who every Friday picks bundle 3, please go back to the intro, go back to the beginning. I need you to listen to it. There is just something there that is relevant and important. If you want to get the most out of today's reading, please go back to the intro. Go back to the intro. And if you then still choose bundle 3, then that's great. Absolutely no problem at all. But it is important that you go through the intro and just take heed of the advice that's given with regards to today's reading. And then let's get straight into the reading. So we're doing things a little bit differently today, okay? So it's not your standard typical, you pick a bundle and you get an awesome message and life goes on. Actually, today I want you to be proactive. I want you to participate. Today I want you to actually be part of the process. So that's why we need to go back to the beginning. But as I'm shuffling these cards, let's just set the intention. I know it glares quite a bit. I do try and shuffle upright so that I don't glare you too much, but I don't always get it right. So friends, as I'm shuffling the cards now, we're asking Spirit to draw near. We're asking Spirit to put a band of love, light, and protection around every single one of us as we watch this video. We're asking that the cards that we draw today be relevant and appropriate. We're asking that the cards that we draw today give us the reading, the guidance, the message, and the inspiration that we need in our lives. May it be relevant and appropriate, gentle and kind. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, good. So we are looking at what are you manifesting in your life? That is the question we're asking, but we're going to do things a little bit differently, as I said. I'm going to start off by laying out all the cards, and then I will take you through the questions and I will take you through the process, because like I said, it is just a little bit different from the norm. So I think these cards have been shuffled enough. Going to cut the deck over there and we're going to draw straight off the top. So I'll explain the questions in a minute, but I just want to put all the cards on the table. Well, some of the cards. I've got lots to talk about today. All right, so I'm going to leave those 6 cards there. So this is from the Everyday Witch Tarot, and this is the Ordinary Tarot cards. I'm now going to grab the Oracle deck. So this is the Everyday Witch Oracle, and I want to just draw a single card from here as well. So let's just, I know it's very glary, let's just shuffle, and I want to just draw a single card. I'll explain the card and its purpose and its function just now, but I just want to draw it and get it out of the way. All right, so let's now make some space so that everything fits on camera. I also have, just off camera here, I'm actually going to leave them over there, the mini cards, the mini tarot, which we're going to be working with as well. So as you can see, working with a lot of cards today and trying to make sure they all fit on camera is always a challenge. Okay, so friends, as we said, today we're looking at what is it that you are manifesting. Now, obviously, every one of us are working on, or we're hoping for, or we're manifesting something different. Some of us are trying to manifest I don't know, you may be wanting to manifest a new house, a new car, a new job, a new romance, whatever it is, okay? Each one of us are working on something completely different. But the whole idea behind today's reading is trying to determine what energy are you giving out? What are you sort of putting out to the universe? What is the universe responding to? Your energy, what is the universe responding to that you are manifesting? And is it in line with what you actually want? So, our first card that we're going to be looking at today is the energy that you are giving out to the universe, the energy that the universe is responding to. So, whatever this energy is, this is typically what you're manifesting, whether it is conscious or subconscious or unconscious, it doesn't matter. But this is the energy that you are giving out that the universe is responding to. So, let's see what that is. Oh, very interesting. We have got the Chariot. The Chariot is a major arcana card. It is card number 7. And the Chariot is the card of progress, movement, change, the card of journey, the card of moving from one to another. So you may be right now, you may be, a word that I'm hearing from Spirit is inconsistent. Okay. You may be saying, right, Monday morning, I'm going to be like this. Monday, this is what I'm going to do. And by Tuesday, you've lost that and you've moved on to something else. You may be a little bit distracted. You may be a little bit all over the place, for want of a better phrase. Okay, not really. It's either that or you are sticking to a path with all your heart and soul and not noticing where you're actually moving to. But this is the energy that you're giving out at the moment. This is the energy that the universe is responding to. So if you're asking yourself why, I'm manifesting, I'm putting out all the good vibes, I'm practicing gratitude, I'm doing all of those things. Why aren't I getting what I manifest? Why aren't I manifesting? Why isn't it coming? Well, because maybe you're not focused enough. Maybe you're too like, am I going this way or that way? Which way am I going? You can see the signs at the top there. So this is the energy that the universe is responding to right now. This is what you're giving out, and this is what the universe is responding to. Let's have a look over here. This misdirected energy, I don't know how else to word it, this misdirected energy that you have at the moment, what is it attracting in your life right now? Okay, what is that attracting in your life right now? And that's this card over here. And we have the King of Pentacles. All right, he's made quite a few appearances today already, which is great. King of Pentacles is the card of abundance. Okay, King of Pentacles says, I have everything my heart desires. I have everything that I want and I need. But always, when I look at this particular King of Pentacles, I see him as being, he's got beautiful chocolate cake, he's got wine, he's got loyal dogs, he's got everything his heart and, he's got riches, he's got prosperity, he's got abundance, he's got everything that his heart and soul needs. But what he doesn't have is a love. What he doesn't have is companionship. What he doesn't have is somebody to love him for who he is. The people that do love him for what he's worth and not for who he is. So this energy of being all over the place that you're putting out there, what you're doing is you're focusing, or it's attracting abundance. It's attracting plentiful, but it's attracting plentiful of the things that don't really matter to you. Cause for effect, okay? It's attracting things, abundance of things that don't truly matter to you. Okay, not in general, we're not saying that money and good stuff is not important, because it is, but it doesn't matter to you. There's something missing. There's something beneath the surface that is lacking, and it may be love, it may be companionship, it may be understanding, it may be so many things, but it's lacking. Okay, and it's because you're not focused. It's because you're sort of all over the place. All right, so this is the energy that you're currently giving out to the universe. This is what is attracting and drawing into your life, and this is how it's going to impact. This is the overall outcome of how this is going to impact on your life. And let's have a look and see. What we have there is the Three of Wands. Oh, very interesting. So the Three of Wands is the card of, you can see now she's in action. All right, she's waving her wand, and you can see the magic is starting to happen. There's definitely stuff progressing. There's definitely movement and stuff taking place. She's decided, she's made her decisions, and she's acting on it, but it's always not quite there. Okay, because that's what I'm getting with the Three of Wands in this particular case, is that, you know, she's achieving great things, she's making great things happen, but it always seems to fall short. It's always but that minute before things actually happen, things don't ever really truly manifest, and that's the energy that you're giving off. So you're trying so hard, and you're working, and you're focusing, and you're trying to do all the things, you're recognizing that the journey that you're on, but you're chasing, I almost want to say, looking at these two, chasing the wrong dream. It's really quite important. I should say it's really quite significant that it seems to be we're chasing the wrong dream. We're chasing things that aren't really important. Okay, I want to make a bit of space on screen here. Hold a second. I want to take these. So the idea behind the little cards, they are an exact duplicate of the big cards, but they are obviously just physically smaller. And what I want to do is I use them to get clarity. I use them to get a bit of extra information. So I'm going to bring him that card out of the way. I want to push that one over, and I want to focus on our King of Pentacles. So as I shuffle these little cards, basically what I'm wanting to ask Spirit is for additional information and clarity around this King of Pentacles, because I understand the Chariot card. I understand that the energy that you're giving off at the moment is a little bit all over the place. It's a little bit like, you know, I'm here and I'm there and I'm everywhere, and the universe is responding to that. But what it's attracting, as much as it's attracting the abundance, you know, what I picked up from that card was the lack of something else. And let's just get confirmation from Spirit with these mini cards with regards to that. What is it lacking? What are we lacking in currently with the energy that we're currently giving out? What are we lacking, and what is it that we always just seem to fall short on? So let's just shuffle and see. I made such a botch up shuffling in previous bundles, especially with this little one, so I'm trying so hard to make sure I shuffle properly. You know me, I'm a terrible card shuffler. That was good. I'm stopping while I'm ahead. Oh, you see, and then she drops one on the table. Okay, so the first card that we're drawing there is the Ten of Wands. All right, and the Ten of Wands, I know it's small, and I know you don't always see the detail, but he's walking uphill, okay? It's been a long, hard, difficult road. He's walking uphill. Even the cat has got exhausted, and the cat has climbed on his back and catching a lift. You can see the slope of the mountain that he's walking up, and he's carrying a heavy load. It's been a long, hard, and difficult road. So you're at a point now where you're thinking, you know what, it's been so hard, it's been so difficult. Maybe I should just settle for all the good stuff in life. Maybe I should just have my wine and my chocolate cake. Maybe that's all that's important, because you're so tired of the struggle. You're so tired of the challenges that have been. And it's almost like, well, you know what? I'm not going to suffer anymore. I'm not going to battle anymore. I actually just want the good life. Okay, King of Cups. It's interesting, all three of these cards have already made appearance in my Friday pick a card today. So there's clearly an undercurrent energy that's coming through here. The King of Cups is about taking control of our emotions, and I think that's exactly what it is. We've taken control of our emotions to such an extent that we've actually switched them off. And our focus is no longer on the emotional baggage, difficulties, and struggles, but more on the tangible. Okay, more on the tangible. But actually, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. This is not what we actually want for ourselves. This is not where we're supposed to be going. And it's always like we get so close and yet so far. We get so close to achieving our goals. We get so close to doing everything that we need to, but it's always that minute or that fraction, that second just before manifestation, just before things actually happen. It's almost like the things start falling apart before we actually get there. There's always seems to be this disconnect. That is what I'm picking up from these cards for you right now. So remember, this is not how it's supposed to be. Okay, that's the point of this reading today. It's about recognizing the energy that you are currently giving off to the universe. What is the universe currently responding to? Okay, what this is attracting in your life, and that's where these two come in, and how this will impact on your life going forward. Like, you'll always be working, you'll always be pushing and trying, and trying out new things and trying out new methods, but it never seems to quite get there. And this is currently your life. This is currently what you are manifesting for yourself. This is currently what is, if I can say, playing out in your life. When we get down here, we're going to be looking at what it should be like. But friends, at this point, this is when you listened to the intro, and the intro said to you, have a pen and paper with you, have something with you that you can now sit and work on. And if you need to pause this video and to really take your time, but it's important at this stage, now that you sort of understand what energy you're sort of giving out to the universe, what the universe is responding to, how the universe is is listening to you or giving you or feeding you. At this point, we want to now actually be mindful. We want to take control. We want to sit back, and you want to take out your pen and paper, and you want to start writing down what it is. What is the one thing, or as many as you want to, but what is the one thing that you actually truly want to manifest for yourself? What is the one thing that is important for you right now? And I want you to write it down. I want you to write it down. If you can come up with 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, it doesn't matter. But what is it that you actually want to manifest for yourself? Do you want to manifest something tangible like a house, like a car, something else in particular? Do you want a new job? Do you want a new business opportunity? Do you want a new relationship? Do you want financial wealth and health? Whatever it is, write it down. But actually, be very conscious of what it is that you're writing down. Be very mindful and be very active. Don't just allow yourself to get distracted. And whatever it is that you write down, let's be as specific as we can, because with this card here, I think the energy that you're currently giving off, the way that I read this card, is that you're a little bit scattered. You're a little bit all over the place. You haven't actually committed to anything. And that's why this is what's happening in your life. So let's take a minute. Let's take 5 minutes. Let's take 10 minutes to really think about what it is, what are the actual things, what are the actual situations, what are the actual stories that you want to manifest for yourself in your life now. Write them down, okay? If, like I said, if you want to pause the video, if you want to take your time, do that. And when you're ready, come back. Okay, we're going to carry on with the reading. So over here, I drew an oracle card from the family of Everyday Witch. And this oracle card, its intention, its purpose, its function is to give you additional information from spirit with regards to what you need to be manifesting. So you've written something down. You've got 1 thing, you've got 2 things, you've got however many things on your list. This is just an additional message from spirit with regards to what you need to be manifesting, or something to help you with the manifestation. And what we've got here is we've got the Earth Magic card. I love that. So we have this beautiful woman. She's standing at her altar. She's standing at her table. She's got her crystal. She's got her sage smudge stick. She's got her bowl of salt. So she's cleansing. She's doing a ritual to cleanse. She's doing her ritual to just remove negative, to remove distractions. I love the beautiful full moon in the background. Her cat is lying on the floor here on his back, playing with crystals, okay, rolling around in a, playing with crystals and just enjoying the earth energy. What is earth energy? Earth energy is tangible. Earth energy is something that we can physically do. It's something that we can physically touch. So if you've written something down, if you, your manifestation list, if you've written something down which is not tangible, okay, which means we can't see it and touch it, I want you to add something tangible. All right. So Earth Magic is telling you, let's get physical. Let's get real. Let's get into the here and the now. Okay. And you need to do some cleansing, some clearing, some manifestation. But what we need to do is we need to be real. We need to be honest with ourselves. And we need to say, you know what? I deserve that new car. I deserve that bigger house. I deserve that something tangible, something that you can touch. Because everything that we've been doing has been a little bit, I'm going to call it scattered. So if you thought it's greedy to ask for more tangible things and you didn't put them on your list, this is spirit saying add it to your list. Add the physical things that you want and deserve, add them to your list, because you do deserve that. All right. And obviously in these kind of readings, it's almost impossible for us, well, for me now, to actually say, right, so everybody wants to manifest a new house, we're going to focus on manifesting a new house. So I don't know what it is that you want to manifest. You've got it written down, you've thought about it, you've added onto it some physical tangible things. These 3 cards, we've looked at the energy that you're currently giving off and how it's manifesting or how it's playing out in your life. Now here we're going to say, right, so how do we realign ourselves with where we are at currently, where we need to be in order to manifest what you've written on your list? And this card is telling you how to realign, how to go from there to where you need to be to manifest what's on your list. This is how to align yourself. Once we've aligned ourselves, this is how to remain aligned so that we don't get sidetracked and distracted. And this is how it will play out. If you follow this advice, this is how it will play out. And again, we will draw some mini cards if necessary as well. So how to realign yourself from where you are now to where you need to be in order to manifest what's on your list. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I do adore that. I think that is just so relevant and just so appropriate. So the Knight of Pentacles, he's about charging ahead. You can see that he's on his broomstick. He still has one foot on the ground. He knows where he's going. Okay, he's got some direction. He's got some purpose. He knows exactly. He also has his tools on his belt. All right. So he has everything. He knows that he has everything that he needs, but he hasn't embarked yet. He hasn't set off yet. So the Knight of Pentacles, he's got one foot on the ground. He's about to go. He's about to set off. And this is exactly what you need to do, how to realign yourself with where you are now. And it's interesting how we had the mode of transport there and we've got the mode of transport here. This is the energy you're currently giving off. This is how to realign yourself so that you achieve what it is that you are wanting to actually manifest for yourself. And it's about recognizing that you do know where you're going. So here we were a little bit lost. We were a little bit confused. This way or that way. Those are what the signs are saying. And she's arrived at a T-junction and she's trying to decide which way to go. Here, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, you know what? You know exactly where you need to go. You know exactly which direction you need to go. And all you need to do is go. So it's about trusting and believing in yourself and recognizing that you have everything that you need. It's just a case of start. It's just a case of get going. So that is how to realign yourself. That is how to realign yourself from being confused and disoriented to getting in line with what it is you want to manifest for yourself. So once you've started, once you've kicked off, once you've left the ground, how do we stay aligned so that we don't get sidetracked and distracted again? How do we stay aligned with manifestation? We have the Ten of Swords. So, okay. Ten of Swords is often not a good card to get in the tarot, okay? Because here you can see he's lying on the ground and there are these 10 swords piercing his back. He is trapped, he is stuck, he is whatever. But what I absolutely, I'm going to try and get it focused on it. I don't know if I never get this right. Okay. So you can see he's got all the swords in his back over there. But I love how he's reaching out for his broom because he knows that this is his solution. He knows that this is his saving grace. This is what's going to help him. The cat is somebody's running off here. Okay, so whoever has hurt him, whoever has stabbed him, whoever has caused the pain is now running off over there. And even the cat is trying to fight and defend and trying to keep him safe. But this is the answer, this movement, okay? Because the broom is actually the tool for movement. The broom is actually the chariot. All right. I love the fact that even the bird up there is losing a feather. So the chaos that has ensued, the chaos that has happened has really impacted on everybody. We do need to look at the sun though. Is the sun going up? Is the sun going down? The truth behind the story is once you've set off, once you recognize the energy that you're giving off at the moment that the universe is responding to, and once you recognize, you know what, I just need to start going in the direction I want to go in, and I know where I want to go, and I need to trust, and I need to follow through with that. This is how to remain aligned. And this is Spirit saying to you that it doesn't matter how scary it gets, it doesn't matter how bad it gets, it doesn't matter how many times you get stabbed. There will always be a way out. There will always be a solution. There will always be an option available to you. You know, this broom is magic. You know, there he climbed on his broom. The broom is magic. Over there we were carrying 10 brooms, but we only needed one. One would have been enough. He could have climbed on the one and gone, but instead he chose the burden. He chose the overburden. Whereas now we're saying, you know what, I don't have to take it. That's the message of the Ten of Swords here, is I don't have to take it. It's going to get tough. It's going to get hard. It's going to get complicated. But you know what? There's always a way out. I'm not dead. It's not done. It's not over. But that particular struggle is over. The Ten of Swords, the message of the Ten of Swords says, we understand it's been difficult. We understand it's been tough. We understand that it hasn't been easy at all. But the difficult, the pain, the actual bad situation is over. It's complete. It's moving away, and there is solution. There is a way out. There is a way to recover from this. You are not done. Okay. So how do you remain aligned in order to achieve your manifestation? Is by not giving up. And that's the Ten of Swords. The message of the Ten of Swords says, don't give up. Don't just think, well, that's it, it's done. You give up too quickly. You give up too easily. And that's why you've not had success in manifesting whatever it is that you've needed or wanted to manifest for yourself in the past. You've always given up too quickly. Okay, so if you follow your path, if you follow your dreams, if you allow yourself to get off the ground and to go and you don't give up too quickly, how will it play out? What will be the outcome of you achieving what you want to manifest? And oh gosh, I can't pick it up. I love it. Knight of Cups. So we've got the two knights, and I want you to notice here he's still on the ground. He hasn't quite left yet. He hasn't quite got off the ground. Yeah, he is. He's off the ground. I love all the hearts around him. Okay, he is flying. Even his cat is catching hearts and playing with hearts and doing all of that. Life is good. How will it play out? You will have success. You will have happiness. You will have joy. I love the pink sky. You know, and isn't the pink sky just continuing from here? I just absolutely love that. Okay, so this is really, how will it play out? How will this manifestation materialize in your life? What do you have to look forward to? Success and happiness is what it's saying to you. I am going to push that card a little bit out the way, that one a little bit out the way, and I'm going to get some more information on this not giving up. So we're going to grab the mini tarot again, and let's give it a shuffle. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. Sorry. Spirit is saying to me, this is the card we need more information on, because this is the hard part. Remember, this is how to realign ourselves from that to how to getting on track to achieve whatever it is you've written down on your manifestation list. And this is the hard part. This is the hard part of trusting where you need to go and just letting yourself go. So that's actually what Spirit is saying we need to be focusing on, not this part of not giving up. That's easy. Apparently you understand that. So let's just see, how do we get going? How do we start this journey? How do we take our foot off the ground and trust that the broom is actually going to carry us into happiness and success? Let's just see. So what does Spirit need you to know? What is additional information? Let's just see what wants to come through for you while I shuffle these mini cards. I love my mini cards. They are the cutest. Okay, so the first thing Spirit is saying to you, oh, I love that Four of Wands. Okay, so Four of Wands is the card of celebration, but it's also the card of celebrating with others, recognizing the commitment that's been made. Often when this card comes up, in some instances, we refer to it as the marriage card, okay, the commitment and the marriage card. But I think in this particular case, it's telling you to make a commitment to your journey. All right, recognize that the journey that you are going on is the right journey. You're heading in the right direction. It's about celebrating and acknowledging that, but it's also staying committed to the cause, staying committed to the journey, and staying committed to what you need to do. Don't question, don't back out, and don't go backwards. Okay. And the other card I have drawn there is the King of Wands. Oh, how fabulous. What I love about this King of Wands, you can see the huge big map that he's working on in the background, okay, and he's now plotting and planning and strategizing on the map. And again, he's got his kitty cat with him. King of Wands is about the doing. He's about the action. He's about carrying out the activities, but it's about having that plan and having that strategy. So it's not just about going off blindly, because that's where we are now. That's what we're doing now. This is the energy that you're giving off now, is like about blind action, blind energy. This is saying to you here is that you need to stay committed to the cause, but you need to have a plan. You need to know where you're going and what you're working towards. And if you have that, it'll give you the confidence to go, and it'll also give you the confidence to never give up and to achieve the happiness and the success that you want. So friends, whatever you've written down, whatever is on your manifestation list, it's possible. Actually, it's going to happen for you. I'm actually quite convinced of that. It's going to happen for you as long as you don't give up when things go a bit wrong, as long as you don't ever give up when things get a bit tough and get a bit bad. But it's about staying committed to your cause, trusting the process. You know what you need to do. You know how you need to do it. So let's just get on and do it, because that's what the King of Wands is saying. He says, don't worry about other people. Don't worry about other people's opinions and beliefs and what's happened to them in the past. Stick to what you know. Stick to what's important. And if you do that, it'll work out for you perfectly. Friends, thank you. I do hope that you enjoyed that. I do hope that this helps helps you to achieve whatever it is that you've manifested for yourself, whatever it is that's on your list. Thank you for allowing me to do this for you. I really do value and appreciate it. Sending every single one of you so much love, an abundance of joy, an abundance of blessings, and may you achieve whatever it is that you've manifested for yourself. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, take care.